Okay, let me let me remove this so that I can see you very well and you can see my eyes, because they say ojulorowa. Yes, talk is in the eyes. Hi fam, you are welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I want to greet you specially. I want to say a very big thank you for supporting me, for supporting my channel. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking my videos, dropping your comments. Thank you so much. I mean, guys, I now have a whole 300 subscribers on this channel. Thank you so much for making this possible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are rock. Yes, I don't take it for granted. I am so grateful. I feel like dancing right now. Miracle, no they tire Jesus. All right, thank you so much. God bless you all. In this video, I want to share an encounter that I had as a postgraduate student in South Africa with one of my professors. And based on this encounter, I want to tell you that someone is watching you. You cannot afford to misbehave. You cannot afford to live your life anyhow. So, story. Once upon a time, as a master's degree student in South Africa, there used to be this professor in my department. Then I also doubled as a research assistant. That was a part-time job that I had in my department. So I had reasons to be at the department every now and then. So there was this professor that was also in my department. Anytime I walked past this professor in the corridor, I would greet him, but then he would not answer. God, am I too small? Is it that he did not see me? Am I a pain? You know that feeling of embarrassment. You quickly look around to see that nobody saw that you got an Ella. That nobody saw that you got snubbed. And then I'll move on. Well, and I'll just console myself by saying, okay, it's not your fault, sir. It was me that messed up by greeting you. Anyways, and I'll feel like, you know, that went on for a couple of times. It continued like that. And sometimes I'll feel like not greeting him, but then the home training in me would not allow me to do that. I'll still greet him and get snubbed as usual. The professor was white, by the way. So at times I would even think, is it a matter of race or skin color? Anyways, but I later discovered that it had nothing to do with that. That went on, and I think one time he managed to answer me. And guess how he answered me? It was like, which one is again? God, am I a subsidy? What's going on? Well, it now came a time. We, as master's students, we did our first test in the department, and this professor happened to mark our scripts. And so on this particular day, as usual, I bumped into him in the corridor. And what happened next shocked me. This professor called my name. He said, Olaid. Many of them used to call me that. I cannot even start to tell you how they used to murder my name. He said, Olaid, well done. Good job. I marked your script. I am so impressed. Girl, you are intelligent. Am I? I don't know. Wow, I'm really impressed. He hyped me with all the hype posts. And in my mind, I was like, excuse me, prof. So you know my name? You know me? You know who I am? Wow, interesting. Hey, prof, you know show love. Oh. You know show love. So you know my name. You know me, and all this while be doing as if you did not see me. I'll greet you, you know, answer. The story changed from that point onward. This prof became my friend. Sometimes we would even stand and have a chat. He would crack jokes with me. There was even a time that he got a project, a big international project, and he brought me on board. He told me to do some work with him. Trust me now, I don't snooze on any opportunity that I have. I did it. I even submitted it before the deadline. The moment I submitted, he was so happy. He went through it and I was like, wow, thank you. You did a good job. And he told me that there was somebody that was struggling to do our own, that I should do it. Of course, I did it. He paid me for that again. And there was another time that I traveled out of the country and this professor was trying to reach me. He dropped a voicemail, he dropped an SMS, he dropped messages for me on my phone, because the moment we started talking, we had exchanged numbers. He was looking for me, and by the time I reached out to him, was like, I need to see you. I need to see you very quickly. I went to see him. This was now at a time when I was almost completing my PhD. And he said, I want you to work with me. Now he was the head of department. I want you to work with me. I was like, Prof, I'm not very sure if I want to stay back in this country upon completing my PhD, but I'll think about it. He said, no. Please, can you just think about it right now? And here, I want you to work with me. I told him, okay, I'm not sure, but then what are the terms and conditions? If I'm to work with you, he wanted me to work as a lecturer in the department. And then he told me, when I looked at the terms, I was like, Prof, this salary is kind of small. And it was like, oh, don't worry. There was also another colleague there that they were doing the recruitment thing together. So I was like, oh, okay, don't worry. So he liaised with the other colleague, and immediately there and then they told me that, okay, we'll add one more responsibility and we'll double your pay. That was it, guys. My pay was doubled.
Nice.
Even at that, I still wasn't sure if I wanted the job. And I said, okay, Prof, do you know what? Give me 3 days to go and think about it. He said, oh, 3 days is too much. I said, Prof, please, I need to think about it. Well, reluctantly agreed. By the following day, I saw his call. It was like, Olaide, have you not thought about it? I really need you to come and lecture in the department. I really want you to work with me. I was like, Prof, it's not even 3 days yet. To cut the long story short, I accepted the offer. And so, from being despised and snubbed, I became a sought-after personality by this wonderful prof. Just like the Bible says, that the stone that was being rejected, my stone that was being rejected by this professor, now became the chief cornerstone. Why am I telling you this story? I'm telling you to let you know that somebody is watching you, and you cannot afford to live your life anyhow. So this professor knew me all along. He knew my name. He knew me. And then he would do as if he did not see me. So somebody is watching you. They might act like they don't see you. They might act like they do not recognize your efforts and all of that. But they are watching you. And that is why you cannot afford to be inconsistent in your character, on your attitude, in your words and your actions. You have to be consistent. You have to stand for something. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. You cannot afford to live your life anyhow. You cannot afford to talk anyhow. You cannot afford to dress anyhow. Keep doing the good that you're doing. Yes, somebody is taking notes. They might not praise you now, but then they are taking notes. When the opportunity comes for them to praise you and to let you know that, oh, they actually know you, you'll be shocked at how much they know. Even you. There are so many people that you haven't even uttered any word to, but then you know them, you're taking note of what they're doing, and the same thing applies to people. If you want to go for an interview, put on your best dressing. I mean, this one is even very important, because sometimes it is not only you that is attending that interview. There's so many other people. So now let's assume that you all have the same qualification. You all are intelligent. Your CVs are on point. You are of the same age bracket, and so many things that the recruiters are looking for. Now, when they see that there is a tie in so many areas, they will now start looking for other things. And these things might be small things that we don't pay attention to, that they will use to disqualify some people to make their final selection. Now, they can start looking at dressing. Okay, this one came in smart. This one was just wearing a flat shoe and things like that. Look at that other lady. Her hair was not well kept. Some things that we think are insignificant, they might now use that for the final selection. And every organization has a kind of image that they want to portray. So they're looking for people who fit into that image. If they are kind enough, they might say, okay, we like the fact that you're smart, you're brilliant, and so many other positives. But then we will touch you up to the kind of image that we want. But if that is not the case, then it means you lose the job. Don't leave any stone unturned. Pay attention to detail. Be intentional about your life. I pity people who say, who is looking at me? Talon woman. And then they dress anyhow, they act anyhow, their hair is unkempt, and things like that. Talon woke, who is looking at you? Are you serious? Are you joking? Somebody is looking at you. Even if nobody is looking at you, still put up your best at every given time. Do your best. If you do good, if you act well, the truth is, it is for your own good. It goes into your own record, whether somebody recognizes it or not. Some people will just dress shabbily. For some people, the shoes that they've used to walk around the whole Lagos that have become very dusty, when they are going out the following morning, they will just wear those shoes like that, dusty. Come on, will you take a rag or duster and wipe off the shoe and make it look nice? Sometimes it's not even about wearing the most expensive things or making the most expensive hair. It is about how you take care of it. When you get to a place, you have the opportunity to meet somebody. Talk well, comport yourself. Don't fake anything. There are some people that I have met that after meeting them, I wish that I had acted better. I wish that the opportunity I had to have a conversation with them, like it was better. Like I screwed up some opportunities to have a better conversation with them. They might not take it that way, but within me, I always reflect on my actions like, I should have said that better. If you have the opportunity to talk with somebody, to have a chat with people, make sure that you are intentional about it. You don't know what you would say that will turn them off or get them impressed. You might not always get a second chance, and first impression matters a lot. It is not every time that you get a second chance to re-explain yourself or to see that, oh, you actually dress better. That is why you should be intentional. You never know who is watching, or maybe you are into business and you're about giving up. You are at the verge of giving up. You keep on posting, you keep on doing everything, but nobody is patronizing you. Just when you're about to give up, just when you pack it up and throw in the towel, that is when somebody will now want to patronize you. Keep on posting, keep on doing what you're doing, keep on advertising your business. Somebody might just be somewhere saving money or saying, oh, I like what this lady is selling. One day I'm going to patronize her. When they eventually have the money to patronize you, you have packed up business. You have closed shop. Somebody is definitely watching you. Somebody is taking note of all your actions. Somebody is taking note of how you talk, how you carry yourself. Somebody is taking note of how diligent you are at work. They might not praise you now, but don't give up. Keep on being you. And I must say that you cannot fake it. If you don't have it, if it is not in you, then that's it. You cannot fake it. But the good news is that you can learn it. You can learn how to be intentional about all of these things that I have mentioned. Don't live your life and say, nobody is watching you. Nobody is looking at me. Some people will leave home and dress shabbily. And they'll say, nobody is looking at me. Let me just go. For crying out loud, you cannot leave your house. The moment you step out of your house to go even to your streets, don't wear bathroom slippers. That is the truth. Leave your bedroom slippers in your house, except you want to walk around your compound. The moment you step out of your compound, even if it's to your estate or to your street, leave your bedroom slippers in the house. And all these little things that we don't pay attention to. Be diligent. Come early. Do what you are supposed to do. It's all about being intentional. I hope this video has blessed you. Kindly subscribe to my channel. Please like this video. Drop a comment. And if you have any topic that you'd like me to talk about, please do not hesitate to drop it in the comments or to send me an email. My email address is in the description box. Okay, continue to be intentional. And thank you very much to my 300 plus subscribers. Woo! God bless you all. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, be intentional. Bye-bye. There's something I want to say now, I forgot. Okay, yes. Can we call it a story of grass to grace? I don't know. Anyways.